Hello! Welcome at 4 p.m. Pacific time from California. We are going to talk today while I rebrand. So a little Photoshop work while we tell stories and talk about analysis paralysis. This is something that I definitely have. I am a lifelong procrastinator because, that's a thing. And so let's just jump right in and talk about that. Still getting used to my setup and this insufferable ring light reflection on my glasses. So that's why I'm looking down instead of at my camera. Bear with me. Okay, so first, let us talk about analysis paralysis. Look at this. I'm prepared a little bit. So what is analysis paralysis? It is the inability to make a decision due to overthinking a problem. An individual or group can have too much data. The result is endless wrangling over the upsides and downsides of each option and an inability to pick one. So this is from Investopedia. It's talking specifically about choosing investments. Obviously, that's not what we're talking about because I leave the investments up to my 401k guy. So what we are going to be doing is talking about how this applies to life in general, and it definitely does. And in today's context, it's YouTube and doing things that I want to do but seem scary. And yes, thank you, Jake's Baby Cakes. I do know that soft lights are maybe better than ring lights, but this is what I have at the moment. It's attached to my webcam, so we're going to go with that for now while I am streaming from my recliner. But yes, thank you. And we are just going to talk about how this kind of stops us from doing what we want to do. So what I did last night that I will now show you is spent hours making a fancy ass header for my YouTube channel. Now, my YouTube channel, I will stop sharing that screen and share. I wonder if I can just share my window, but then you'll see. I'll have to do that in a minute. All right, so there we go. You can see this now. So there is the lovely header that I made on my YouTube channel, and I made that with the help, I should say. I made it in Photoshop, but I made that with the help of Sprout Social. Sprout Social, let me just see if I can do this. Nope, this is the one I'm sharing. There we go. Yeah, so Sprout Social has a really cool, always updated images and sizes. Now, I will say that the problem with the images and the resizing on this particular always up-to-date guide is that the YouTube sizes that you can, just click on and it'll go down there, tell you the dimensions for the cover. Uh-oh, not today. But what it doesn't tell you is it doesn't tell you that this is a different dimension. So luckily on the back end of YouTube, it tells you what shows up between mobile, what shows up between desktop. This is all that shows on desktop. And what shows up if you are watching a channel on your television, like your smart TV, is huge. It's way bigger than this. So it took several iterations to get to this. It took probably an hour of searching for a font that I liked on the font, which I love. I have way too many fonts. And I've noticed that on my in Photoshop, a lot of them are not showing up correctly. And I don't know if that's because they are very old fonts that I have switched from computer to computer to computer for like the last 15 years. So I may have to go through those. But I have like 1,200 fonts plus. I'm a little bit of a digital hoarder. We can talk about that another time. So I futzed around with this. My thumbnail, as you see, was more futzing around for about the last hour, figuring this out. Sorry, recovering from COVID. And this ties into, how does this tie into analysis paralysis? This is how this ties into analysis paralysis. So for a while, I've wanted to do more streaming, more stuff on my YouTube channel, and actually make it a consistent channel. It has been, I did a live test about a month ago, and I've just got some kind of random videos of different things, ride-throughs, coloring videos, things like that, some shorts. And, it's just been kind of random. Well, I've been wanting to do this, and I have had analysis paralysis, kind of severe analysis paralysis, trying to decide what I would talk about, what I wanted to do. And one of my distinct issues of this kind of paralysis is going back to that, the options, and what what I back to this. Now I see why it takes forever to go back and forth between these things sometimes. And it's having too many choices and overthinking those choices, right? So I've always kind of, there's a quote that I heard a long time ago, like 20 years ago, that specialization is for insects. And I have kind of embraced that. And I know, being a person that's very trivia minded, I will say, I know a lot about some things and a little about a lot of things. But I know enough to be dangerous about a lot of stuff. So did I want to talk about marketing? I know a lot about marketing. I've been in marketing for 15 years. Do I want to talk specifically about affiliate marketing, which I did for 10 years? Do I want to talk about influencer marketing, which I've done for the last 5 years? Do I want to talk about my nails and the nail art that I have done and painting my nails, which I could do? Do I want to color? Do I want to create things and do streams about design and working in Photoshop and building websites and making buttons or resin crafts or any of the other myriad of crafts that I do? See, so you can see how there's a lot that I could choose from. And I kind of decided last night, after watching a stream and participating in chat and hearing other people this week talk a lot about this analysis paralysis, that I just needed to do it. And I just needed to talk about whatever I wanted to talk about. And, later on, we can definitely kind of zoom in to what viewers or followers or subscribers want to talk about if there's something more specific. So that's where we're going with this. And so today, because I spent all this time last night kind of working out this, this new header and situation here, I decided that what I would do is show you guys fixing the header for, other things. So fixing my header to be consistent on Twitter, for example. Fixing my header to be consistent on my Facebook page. So, this is what we're going to do. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. All right. So what I am going to do now, and I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I am going to share with you Photoshop. Okay, so this is my thumbnail for this video. I spent a lot of time working on this. I've got my little live thing that's, of course, covered up in the actual YouTube channel. It's neither here nor there. Let's not talk about it. So I'm gonna go to the Sprout Social site, and let's start with Twitter. So the Twitter profile picture is the same profile picture I've got here. I like that profile picture. I'm gonna leave it. But the Twitter header photo is 1500 by 500. So what I am going to do is I'm going to save as, and I'm just going to keep these all in the same folder for now. We're going to say Twitter header. Okay, so I know the dimensions of this are not the same. I know that we're not going to want the logo frame. We're not going to want the image. We're not going to want any of this. Where am I going here? No, we want that. All right. All that is going to go for now. So first things first is to redo the canvas size. And I do everything in pixels because it's way more precise than not. So 1500 by 500. Oh, it's doing weird things. Proceed. Okay. So what it looks like here is, because this is wider, I need to take my background and extend it. So I'm going to select the background. I'm going to turn off that, and I don't want to make it a different size. Yes. My paw nerd is on the other side of my computer, snoring away. She's a pug. So, yes. Thank you, Jakes. So what we're going to do, I don't want to change the dimensions of these, because if I, just resize it, then it's going to blow out the size of the diamonds. So what I want to do is actually I want to move it over, and then I want to duplicate it and do that. And I got this background off of my my gift site. So it's just a matter of kind of going until this matches up. There we go. All right. Cool. So now I have the entire width of the Twitter banner. So going back to look at my Twitter right now, I have a bunch of pictures and I have my socials basically in the center. So what I am going to do, since I'm not going to put those pictures in, is I'm going to start turning on elements from the headers. So I have that, which is consistent with the YouTubes. I have that picture and oh no. And that. So there we go. Consistency. Oh, and I made that super big. So I need to duplicate the big one because I don't know. We might do something with the big one. I don't want to get rid of it. So I'm going to move this down into this group, back where it goes with the wedding selfies, and resize it because it kind of overlays on top of my picture. This is actually a lot of this stuff I do from whole cloth and can use my own design acumen to do. But I will say that this logo that is, I'm going to pull down, I did have made. I had it made 2 years ago, I think, from somebody on Etsy. Not Etsy, Fiverr. And so I have this image in a size that I can do what I want with it, but I did not create it. So it's a lot of kind of copy and pasting to get it just right. But I like it. I like putting it over this picture. And this picture is to fulfill the prophecy of this being a story stream. This is a picture I took of myself, obviously, the morning before I married two of my best friends. I officiated their wedding on Valentine's Day of 2020. I'm sorry. No, it was Valentine's Day 2021. They wanted to get married in 2020. Pandemonium, panorama, and they could not. So they got married in 2021, and I officiated their wedding. And this was my pre-wedding selfie. And that was a lot of fun. And yeah, maybe I'll show a picture of that later, depending on how long we're going here. I don't have a set amount of time that I'm going to do today. I'm just going to get this done and talk to myself while I do it. Okay, so I've got the elements that match up. However, if I look at my YouTube, oh no, okay, it still matches up. All right. So what I want to do is I have the little Twitter thing, which I'm going to pull down because when I changed the dimensions, they got stuck up there. Okay. So I want to keep these little guys. I want to keep the Instagram because this is going to go on Twitter. And since it's going to go on Twitter, I don't need the Twitter. I'm going to hide that. What I do need is, let's see, I'm going to copy this group because I'm going to need a Facebook. And if I'm looking at my existing Twitter, I have Facebook, I have my blog, and I also have my Pinterest and my Flickr. So let's just do them all for good measure. So, okay. So in the Facebook, I have duplicated this. We're just going to make them before we place them. So I am going to, there we go. All right. So what I need to do is I duplicated that. I don't need the Instagram image. What I need is the Facebook image. So if you are intimidated by Photoshop, let me just say that there are tons of presets that you can get for free. Shapes for free is a great one to get a lot of these like web logos and things like that. And yeah, somebody created these somewhere, but then they made them available for everybody else, which is fantastico. So we appreciate that. So I'm going to just kind of make this. And now I know that I want it to be 40 pixels tall. It is going to be filled with a color. And the stroke is going to be turned off. And then I'm going to add that later. Oop, nope, cancel. Okay, so now we've got that. And we are going to do a gradient overlay. And the gradient that I had used for everything was in iridescence. And was this gradient? No, it was this gradient. Okay. And then we want to do the stroke, which I'm not seeing. Strangely. Color overlay, inner light, inner shadow. Okay, let's just do that for now. Actually, I think I may need to redo that because it got to a weird fatness. So let's try that again. All right. So we have fill. It's gonna be this. Stroke is gonna be nothing. And then we need to, that's what I needed to do. So what I did not do before was I did not, up here, I didn't keep it together. So I'm going to do this. There we go. Now the dimensions are correct. And we're going to move that back down to 40. Okie dokie. Now we want to stroke. It was going to be 1. And it's going to be this same purple color. No, it's going to be the darker purple color. That purple color. And then the gradient overlay. Voila. All right, so now I'm just going to move it here and change that to the URL, or the username, I should say. for the Facebook page. Right. It's actually my whole name. So let's do that. And then I'm just gonna kind of eyeball that, and that one is done. Okay, so now we have the Facebook group done, and we want to duplicate that and have a Pinterest. Actually, let's do Flickr. Okay, so the Flickr group is going to move here. Again, I'm just doing this for right now. We don't want the little Facebook. We want a different shape. And this time, I think I need to go social shapes. Yeah. And here we have the Flickr. Now, something we're going to need to add here too is also YouTube. So let's do the Flickr first. Width, height should be 40 pixels. Preserve proportions. 40. Boom. Now that looks way too big. So I'm just going to resize it a bit and then do the same stroke, the same gradient overlay. Done. And it still looks too big. That looks about right. I think that's actually let's look at this. Let's look at how wide is the Instagram one. So the Instagram image is 40 by 40. So I think what I need to do then is make the Flickr image 40 wide. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. I guess with that kind of thing, it's not really clear what it is it? So let's stick with that one for now. And then I will make the others and we'll see how it looks. Okay. So we've got Flickr. I needed to change that to the correct thing. Once upon a time, my handle everywhere, my username everywhere was TrishaLyn. And then I was a teeny bit slow in adopting Instagram. And so I had to add the 03 to a lot. Kind of sucks. Trying to get that stuff back. But maybe one day I'll change them all. I don't know. For now, this is what we're going with. All right. So now we need a duplicate of this, and this is going to be a YouTube. So YouTube is just my first and last name, again, for now. So way back when, YouTube. Way back when, before you needed to have 1,000 subscribers to do this, I was able to set a custom URL for my YouTube channel. And now you need 1,000 subscribers to do that. Clearly, I don't have that many. So I am hesitant to go change it, even though it says you can change it like 3 times a year. I'm hesitant to go change it because I don't meet the requirements anymore, and I don't want to. You have to delete it before you can then add a new one, and I don't want to delete it and then not have the ability to add a new one. So this is good enough for now. So for now, it is just Trisha Favre. Okay. So going back here, that's going to be, yeah. Eventually, I'll figure something out, and these will all be standardized. Yeah, fingers crossed. And that's, we're talking about branding and rebranding, and that's really important with rebranding, is that it's easy for people to find you. I don't make any because I was in marketing for so long, and I had made a name for myself in marketing. I don't do anything online to hide my last name. So I have a unique enough last name and first name combination that it's pretty easy. If you Google my first and last name, you're going to find all this stuff, whether or not you include the Lynn or anything, which is my middle name. It's not like Marianne. It's my middle name, but adding my middle name was just a way to be precise, and that was just kind of my professionally known name. So it's just kind of what I've gone with. It's what I've embraced, and it didn't change between getting married and my initials didn't change when I got married either, because of my maiden name also started with F. So that never changed either. But, who knows? This is never going to change, these two names. So, okay. Let's digress a little too much. So that's what that's going to be. And we need to make the YouTube image. So I like this more square one. This is what we're going to go with. And preserving the capabilities is going to be 40 high. Okay. And then going to add the stroke. Add the gradient overlay. Boom, boom. Okay. And then la 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 la. La la la. Okay. I like that. I like that for now better than just like there was other options. Just the play button was an option. I like that for now. We'll see how it translates when I actually upload it to Twitter. So I've got the Flickr. I've got, that's the other one I wanted. My website. Okay. So this is website. I'm going to move it over so I can see what I'm doing. And this is TrishaLyn.com, which looks crazy at that size, but you know, it's there. And then we don't want that. And what I do want is I mean, it is on WordPress, but I don't want to use that logo. So a logo I had used before, media social networks, is it in here? I don't think it is. One I'd used before was kind of like an internet sort of. I kind of like this shape, but I don't think that would translate. The RSS. That's the shape I was looking for. Okay. So the RSS, and that is going to be, again, 40, 40. And then we're going to add the stroke, add the gradient, boom, boom. Okay. So yeah, I'm liking this gradient. I'm liking how this is coming out. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So, not what I was trying to do. Okay. So now I have to figure out where I'm going to put these on here. So on the YouTube channel, they're kind of up here and then down here, one and one, because I didn't go whole hog with all of these, and maybe at some point I will add them. But for now, I did not. So they look to be about two diamonds from the end of this. So if let's say I move the Instagram one, I can move that to be, if I move it like 2 diamonds from the end of the Lyn, it'll be about here-ish. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So then I'm going to make, let's see, probably do them just kind of stacked up. Yeah. And I think this words, yeah. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of move them around, and then I will align them properly. So the reason I am using my arrow keys to do this and not the mouse, that would be a lot faster, is that if I do that, I have to move both elements separately. Well, I guess if I'm going to align it later, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So that's ostensibly why I wasn't doing that. You know, I don't love the flicker. And it's also a 5th thing that I don't love. So I'm going to leave it, but I'm just I'm not deleting it. It's still on the document and hidden, so I can use it somewhere else if I really wanted to. But for now, it's 86th. So the website is what's going to go under the Facebooks. And that's what we're going to do with that. And the other thing that one of the reasons I don't want to, I would much rather be able to just reclaim the TrishaLyn on Instagram and everywhere else is because I do have this website that's just TrishaLyn.com. And I've had that website since 2008. So it's got a lot of domain authority that I don't want to lose because of that. So that's just a thing. All right. So I'm going to distribute horizontally. No, I'm going to distribute them. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to... Oh, it's going to... Oh, no, there we go. All right. So there. They are all aligned to the right edge. No. There. Yeah, I wanted to align the left edges. Okay. So the left edges are aligned now. And I'm just going to check on the YouTube channel. And I made them closer to those dotted lines, I think. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is move them. So I've got, okay, right now, this is like my own thing over here, is that these are not in the order they show up in. And it doesn't really matter because they're not going to overlap and there's not any of that. But just for my brain, I like to make them a little more in order of how I visualize them. So I'm going to put the website on top, or on the bottom, then the Facebook, then the Instagram, then the YouTube. Okay, so now what I can do is I can select those two and move them down so they're a little closer, and then select these two and move them up so they're a little closer. And this much I'm just kind of eyeballing what visually looks right, because sometimes when you use the tools in Photoshop to physically align it all together, it doesn't look right. So I had done that with the center elements, and because of like the size of the text bounding box is different, it's slightly larger than the size of the actual text, it aligns funny. So I like using those alignment tools. I'm glad they're in Photoshop. But then having that eye for that kind of thing and moving it around a little bit just so it's not completely wacky is helpful. Definitely, for sure. All right. So I think this one is where I like it, and it is ready for prime time. So what I'm going to do is save it, and then I'm going to export it as a JPEG. We're in that same, and then I am going to stop sharing that so that you can see Chrome tab. Okay, so there's my current Twitter header. This has been my Twitter header for a long time, and the way I mostly know that is because this is not the paw nerd that you are listening to snoring softly on the other side of my computer. This is my old paw nerd, Winston, and the paw nerd currently snoring is Pixel. And Pixel is 7, and we've had Pixel since she was 7 weeks old. So this is a considerably old picture because they did not overlap. We got Pixel after Winston passed away. Winston was my first pug. And he's awesome. He was awesome. All right. So, edit profile. I'm going to change this out. Boom, boom. Looks like it's the correct dimensions because I did my homework. Apply. All right. Let's see. I've got my socials in there. Yep. I'm going to change that to maker because it's just a little more rounded than crafter. Vavoom. All right. Now I got like a weird inception thing going on with my image. I don't really care. That's fine. Whatevs. Now I've got a 17-inch screen and I can't really read that well, but because, if somebody really was so inclined, they could click on it and they could see it. I think it's fine. Alrighty. And then that's going to take us to my socials page. All right. Oh, I need to fix that. Okay, you can't see that. You can't see what I see, but I need to fix it. So, actually, let's just go full on ADHD, which I don't know that I actually have. I think I have elements of it, but yeah. So let's go full on and go down that rabbit hole because we're done with the Twitter one. We do still have to do Facebook, but one of the problems with the Facebook is it's branded for my gifts site, which is fine because it's got all these pictures from my my gift site, things that I've made, things that are for sale. Not all of this stuff is currently for sale. Some of it's custom stuff that I made, but a lot of it is also things that I can easily duplicate and be for sale on my site. So like the let's see if I go, I think you can see my my cursor here. So like the Disney, the Run Disney decals, I sell those on my site. The wine charms I sell on my site. The most of the decals I sell on my site, or I am available for commission, I should say. So all of that is available, and some of it's just cool things I've done, like the Disneyland water bottles. When me and two of my friends went in 2015 for the Diamond celebration, the 60th anniversary of Disneyland, we all bought these large water bottles that had like a little infuser cage inside of them, so we could put like fruit and whatnot. And I customized them all for us, and we still have them. My friends still use them. I don't know whatever happened to the little cage inside of mine, but I didn't use it that often, so it's in a drawer somewhere, I'm sure. But I have a friend who keeps the cage active. They screwed off at the top. Anyway, I've really gone down the rabbit hole with that one. They were fun. They were great. They okay, so if this is not the water bottle, but like they screwed right here so that you could fit the whole cage into it, and then like fruit and whatnot. And it was great. We would hit the buffet the breakfast buffet at the hotel we were staying at and grab a bunch of watermelon or honeydew, no, not so much honeydew, cantaloupe, some strawberries, put them in there, and then we'd hit the parks and we had refreshing fruity water all day. It was great. Anyway, thank you so much. I work hard on that stuff, and it doesn't sell as much as as I want, but it's a lot of stuff that I have fallen down this and I'm sure this is kind of related to the analysis paralysis, that I have fallen down this trap of I'll get an idea, I'll make something cool, and somebody will say, "These are so cool, you should sell these." And so I then do, and don't really sell them to anyone else. There's some things that I have sold, like I've sold the decals a lot. But the wine charms, I made a bunch of sets years and years ago for family, for Christmas, and they're all big wine drinkers. They're all big entertainers in terms of like having people over and things like that. And all kinds of these family members were like, "These are great. You should sell these." So I was like, "Yeah, I like making them. They're fun. They're easy. I'll go do that." And I went and, got the supplies and made a bunch of stuff and don't sell them that much. And it is what it is. I liked making them. I still sell them. But yeah, so I think that's, also why I've been hesitant to do stuff on this channel and make this video content, because it's one of those things where, am I just changing my fixation to something else? So if I were to look through all of my craft supplies that are split between, inside the house, in the garage, if I were to out in the shop we have in the backyard, that's mostly my husband's stuff, but if I were to look through all that, you would see resin stuff, you would see jewelry making stuff, you would see a button maker that I have to make a bunch of buttons for a group of friends. You would see my Cricut and all the accoutrement that goes with the Cricut, the vinyl and the paper. And I just on Prime Day got the foil embossing kit because I'd been eyeballing it and it was on sale. So, I out in the shop, I have a blasting cabinet for my air eraser, which is basically a airbrush sized sandblaster to do glass etching. So I've got all manner of crap. And part of the analysis process of this channel is my webcam good enough? Is what I have good enough? You can see up in the corner, we've got this powered by StreamYard, because I'm not willing to pay for StreamYard just yet. Eventually, sure. And it's not that expensive. It's like $20 a month. That's pretty decent. I pay $15 a month for Netflix and barely even watch it. So, it's not the worst thing to pay for. But it's what's led me to be cautious at this point. Am I just changing my hyperfixation to a different project that is YouTube? And maybe, but we'll see. And I spent some time last night kind of gaining the inspiration and gaining the kind of gumption to do this, because I went, one of my favorite creators that I follow and moderate, help to moderate their live chats, has, 650,000 subscribers, but I went back and I looked at some of her oldest videos that were unrelated to what she does now. Talking about purses and talking about a surgery she had. And just looking at the quality of them before and the quality of them now, they weren't bad before. They were just different. And I think yesterday in a different creators chat, when they stream far too early for me, being not a morning person and on the West Coast, they're on the East Coast and they are a morning person. They stream far too early. But in watching the replay of that and the discussion that they were having, they were also talking about this kind of, when I started 4 years ago, this stuff was, not as polished, but you just got to do it kind of thing. Kind of kicked me in my ass to just kind of do it. And I figured today's a good day to do it because I had plans that had to be canceled because of the COVIDs, and Hubs is out of town. So it's just me. And I got time to do this. And honestly, the hardest part of doing this right now and making this content is that I am effectively talking to myself and the one viewer that I have. Thank you. And I can't, what I would normally be doing is I would be doing all this and watching a video on the TV, or watching something and having it play in the background, like a video podcast or something. So that's kind of the hardest part, is that I'm just dialoguing here. But I know that, or I hope that the way I am doing this, the way I'm presenting it, it'll be a little bit rambly, but it will also be interesting for somebody to go back and watch and not have been in the chat necessarily. The chat between, me and Jake's Baby Cakes with the most awesomely colored hair. So anyway, I feel like I've rambled enough for now. So let's go down the rabbit hole and fix that problem that I saw. So the problem that I saw is on my little socials page. So I probably should not have shown that, but we'll fucks around with it later. Yeah. All right. So I have a plugin called WP Link Bio, which kind of makes those like it makes like those link trees kind of thing. So let me see. I do not need the Holo Taco Green Taffy. I had put this in there because I had shared a manicure. And yeah. And I don't need this because I'm not doing that anymore. Okay. So now to show let me see. Oh, if I can do it bumps myself out of there because I am not at all a quote unquote professional. Okay, I'm sharing this again. I'm going to take you back to this is the it's social with. There we go. So this is my little powered by link in bio thing when you click on from TikTok or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. This is what you get. So right now it's got like my LinkedIn, my Pinterest, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook. That's kind of all in there. And then I have my Flickr and I have my gift site. So I think what I need to change is, how can I, bear with me, some of this is just changing what I'm sharing. There really should be, and maybe there is with the paid version of this, a way to have more than one Chrome tab like on the go, ready to go, so that you can just tab between them and which ones you're sharing and not have to, just have one tab that you're sharing. But again, maybe that is something that is available in a paid version. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I've got those two. What I want to add is, hold on. A simple page, no. I'm going to get rid of all that nonsense that's up there. Okay, so I want to add a new link. And is this where? Link in bio. Add new link. I think that was where I needed to go, but just to make sure. All right, add new link. We want to add some of my other websites. So even though it's hosted on TrishaLyn.com, let's just add this for good measure. Just in case. All right. So I actually want this one second. And then, so I have that one first. I have this one third. Okay. So now the next one is going to be one of my other websites, which I want to add Girl Scout Guide, which sorely needs some love. They all really do. I think this one can be under the Flickr pictures. So Flickr pictures is 3. This one's going to be 4. Publish. And I will add, for good measure, Pixel's website, which, again, I need to fix. Oh, you know what, actually? I'm going to link to her Instagram instead, because I'm a professional or some shit like that. And I post on her Instagram way more often than I do on her website. So, all right, that's what we're going to do. That's going to be, we're at 5. All right, so let's see. All right, yeah. Perfect. I think I'm going to change that briefly so that it is clear that it is her Instagram. Oh. And then all links. I need to add the YouTubes. Oh, wait. I had that open already. Okay. All right. I feel like this, I need to fix the ordering of this. So, because now, so now it's at the top. But I don't want it at the top. So I want this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So maybe I want Pixel above those. I think I do. Holy crap. 2 viewers. Hi. Maybe I shouldn't call this out for prosperity for later. Okay, for a second I thought the paw nerd wanted to come say hi. She jumped up on this sofa, but she went to the other end. So, all right. So let's go back to fixing this. All right. Let me see if I can bulk edit no. I was hoping I could bulk edit the order there, but that is not apparently possible. So I want this one to be number 1 for sure. I want this one to be 2. Okay. I want the YouTube channel to be 3. I want Flickr to be 4. I want Pixel to be 5. Good. And I want Girl Scout Guide to be 6. All right, let's see how that works. Perfect. I bet I could add the YouTube channel down here as well. Let's see if we can figure that one out. Settings of this. Okay, we've got that. I think I need to get like just a square logo, but we'll figure that out later. YouTube. And I might as also well put my Twitch in. Which I have to find what my no, stop. Channel. Here we go. All right. Twitch in there. WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram. Huh. I was afraid that there's no TikTok. Interesting. Well, I will update my settings. Add a new link. to my pitiful, pitiful TikTok. This is something I did on both my TikTok and my Twitch. Is that I did the I Justine thing and put an I in front of my username because I couldn't get the 03 or the regular just TrishaLyn. So I'm okay with this one being the last link. Okay, so now, alrighty. I feel like I want this smaller or to fill this or whatever. Okay, so we've got my Twitch, my YouTube, we've got all that down here. We've got my TikTok, my blog, GIFs, YouTube channel. I'm good with all that. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words. All right. So what I'm going to do now is stop that and reassess. So now I'm going to share again. I'm just going to share my entire screen. See if I can do that. Oh, that's horrifying. Okay. No. Ooh. Horrifying. Okay. Stop sharing. It's like weird Inception. Share window. Oh, I guess I could share all of Chrome. And then no, that's not. I have no idea if that's even working because I don't have two screens. Okay, stop sharing. That's also horrifying. Bear with me. Share screen. Chrome tab. No. Window. What's all that? Why are there like 20,000 origin windows? Okay. Back to the Photoshop. Okay. So what I need now is to figure out the always up-to-date image sizes for Facebook. So going up to the top here, Facebook, profile picture, business page profile picture, cover photo, shared image, shared link, event image. Where is the mofo? Your Facebook cover photo. Okay, business page dimensions are exactly the same as personal accounts. All right, that seems not correct, but what I'm going to do here is open up, or I'm going to try to find my Facebook. Ooh, these are old ass Facebook covers. Facebook collage cover. And what are the dimensions? So that's the one that's currently there. Okay. What are the canvas size dimensions here? 39996 by 1476. And according to the cover photo on this Sprout Social, it's only 820 by 312. That can't be right. Event image 1920 by 12. That can't be right for Facebook ad sizes. All right, so I'm going to search other ways. Facebook page cover photo size. 820 by 312. What? I mean, that is straight up Facebook page's profile picture and cover photo. Displays at 820 by 312. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do here is just start a new one. And I'm going to make it 820 by 312, which is 312 is such a weird ass thing. All right. It looks to be about the same aspect ratio, but it's just weird. Okay. So I am going to tile these vertically so that I can do some dragging and dropping. So the first thing is I want to, there we go. Drag that over there. Then I don't need that. This whole group. Let me show Twitter, show Flickr. This whole group can be over here. All right. I think, oh no. Let me look real quick back at my Facebook page. And I do have the logo in there. I don't think I need the logo in there. But I might as well have it. Rather have it than not need it. Logo. There we go. All right. Oops. Okay, so now I can just consolidate all tabs. Okay, there we go. So, all right. So because my profile picture on the Facebook page is just the logo. Oops. It's just the logo. I like having it way over here and still having my picture over here. So I'm going to move. Nope. Okay. Can I lock the group? No. Okay. That did not do what I wanted to do. I don't want to merge the group. Lock position, prevent auto nesting, lock image pixels, lock transparent pixels. lock all. Let me try lock position. No. All right. Well. See, I'm not an expert. There are things about the Photoshops that I definitely do not know. Definitely do not know. All right. Let's go back here. So I need to just kind of, well, actually, I can do this. Okay, so that's centered. I dig it. And then I can just kind of, oh, that's huge. I'm going to need to size this whole ass group. That is way too damn big. All right. So, do that now. That's decent. And I kind of like, well, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Okay. So, let me hide that logo for now and fuss with these things. And I think because of the way this is, yeah, I think this makes more sense to not stack up on the end like on the other ones, but to instead kind of just put around the bottom and top. So I'm going a little too, yeah, so that's where I want it. That's good. And then I don't need the Facebook. I want the IG. And I'm not, I added the TikTok to my my thing, but I don't want to add the TikTok to this because it's just it is what it is for now. I am not hip. I am not with it. All right. And then I'm trying to move the website. Oh, does it too far up? Okay. The website one is not showing up, so I need to just nope, no. I thought it was, let's see, in the Twitter header, the website, okay. It is under where I need it. Aha, there it is. Alrighty. This one is not like the I gotta fix this a little bit because that needs to kind of go that way. All right, let me. I want Twitter and Instagram. Oh no, Twitter and Instagram to align. Yeah, okay. And then I want actually YouTube and website to align. And then I want Flickr. Over here. Yeah. It looks a little cramped. But I like it. I like it for what it is and where it will be. And like, even though my Facebook page is kind of geared toward the gifts stuff, I've still been sharing my nail art and sharing other things I make and all kinds of stuff on there. So it's still an amalgamation of stuff that I do. So I might as well have that be there. Okay, so let's say save a copy. Cancel. Save as is what I meant to do. No, on my computer. Go away from this Creative Cloud BS. Facebook cover. And because there's already one in here, I'm going to save it with the date. Okay. And then export the JPEG. It's just going to export into there. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to start sharing. I don't know. My connection is unstable. So I'm getting the rap sign from my Wi-Fi, apparently. So let me do that real quick. I'm just going to share my Chrome tab with you. All right, here we go. And we shall fix this. So edit, upload photo, Facebook cover photo. If this sizing is bonkers, I'm going to be irritated. No, okay. It's good. All right. It does not need to be repositioned. Save changes. Please don't tell me there's too much wording, Facebook. All right. It seems to be working. Okay. Sweet. So now, can I... wait, is there a way to view... No. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm interacting with my own profile. Okay. So now my... there we go. All right. This is now correct. And my YouTube channel has that. I think I will fiddle around and add the other things in here in time. Maybe not today, but that's done. And we got the social links done. And we've also got my Twitter all rebranded. So yeah, there we go. It's all happening. So there you go. You have yeah, and let's see. There's my That's not what I was trying to load. There we go. My TikTok that clearly is just a bunch of BS. And yeah. But same profile picture. So okay. As you can see, I'm going to stop. So thank you. We are at an hour and a half. That seems like a really good place to cut this. I hope as you watch back the stream that you can appreciate the discussion on analysis paralysis, and you appreciate some of the rebranding and watching the sausage get made, so to speak, on that. So thank you for joining me. Please leave a comment if you have something that I covered today that you want to see more of. You want to see me make more stuff, make buttons. I have a whole project of some buttons I need to make. If you want to see me paint my nails, I can, my camera is actually not attached to my laptop. So as you see there, now I'm giving everybody car sickness. I can move it around. So if you want to see me do other things, make other things, if you want to see the paw nerd that's snoozing over there, please let me know. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you guys next time.